Anybody, can I get anybody forget their coffee or their...
No, thank you.
All right, enjoy. Love you guys. Let's hear it one more time. Andrew, Rebecca, Luna.
Love you, Lee.
Love you.
Lee. How is everyone?
Alright.
Oh my God, this is our last full panel.
This is it. That's alright, let's make this one count. Right.
All right, so we're gonna shut up and start answering questions.
Let's talk.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming and spending your Sunday with us.
Thank you.
So this is my first Once Upon a Time convention, and it was on my bucket list. So I was wondering what's something off of your bucket list.
Machu Picchu.
Really?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's all go together.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Should we all go?
Yeah. Let's go. That's a good one. I've always wanted to.
Yeah. I don't know, what do you got?
I want to go to Machu Picchu. My sister said I've always wanted to go. I think that's a good answer. And pyramids.
Yeah, I think all of us going together would be on my bucket list. Just that, otherwise no. But, you know, like all of us.
And the Amazon. Like, yeah, I want to check out the Amazon. Thank you.
Thank you.
In different clothes. Hi. Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
My question is, if you guys were like in an asylum, and you guys
Aren't we?
if you guys walked in a room in an asylum like separately, what would
Can I decorate my padded room?
what?
I won't. Will you sign my straitjacket? Sorry.
What book, what album, and what movie will you guys have? Do you only get one? So you have to get one album, one movie.
Blue, Joni Mitchell, and one movie only?
One movie and one book.
I'd want to laugh, so probably Young Frankenstein. It's like
I would take Trading Places, which is my favourite comedy film, and then my song that I'm hashtag obsessed with at the moment is Empty Space, James Arthur. I cannot, check it out, you're welcome.
If I had to pick one album, I'm going with Nightlife by Thin Lizzy. And movie, 2001: A Space Odyssey. So I just lose my mind as fast as humanly possible, and I don't have to deal with the asylum anymore.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Based on your
Sorry.
So this question's for everyone. Based on your personality, what type of candy bar would you be?
It'd be a score bar.
100 grand.
Of course you have to be
All
most
about the
expensive
Benjamins.
one.
All about the Benjamins.
There's a chocolate bar in England that's made out of chocolate and toffee and caramel, and it's all these twisted lines. It's mental looking, and it's called a curly whirly. Yeah, it's totally you.
Oh, Henry?
Good one. Yes, I'm a ginger nut. It's a gift. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Before I ask my question, can I ask a favor? Which I guess is a question.
Yes.
It is this little girl's first convention, and she's crying since you guys walked out. And I was just wondering if someone could come say hi to her.
Yeah, of course. Hi. Aw, Caitlin. We love you, Caitlin.
But my question is, so one of my favorite TV shows, obviously besides Once Upon a Time, is the TV show Friends. So me and my friend group back home, we all kind of decided who's who in our little friend group. So I just wanted to see who you guys would be on the cast.
I'm Monica. My husband, he's not going to watch narcissist, let's be honest. My husband is so messy, and I'm so not an OCD that his shit is everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, I'm Monica. Everything has to be perfect and laid out.
Who are you?
Who are you? Oh, this is a tough one because I think I have elements of Monica as well. And then sometimes I can be a little Joey. I think it's the New York accent though, like I can get super New York. I don't know, and then I have moments of Phoebe when I like to pick up the guitar and sing a folk song.
You're a cocktail of all the characters.
I'm a cocktail.
She's a cocktail.
Oh, a cocktail.
Yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit like Phoebe. Oftentimes I do.
You're Ross, I think.
Maybe. Maybe.
I think you are Ross.
Yeah. Is that?
We were on a break.
Can I be Tom Selleck?
Richard.
You're like a really famous guest star that we love and really. Yeah. I think that's the great thing about Friends is that each character, like, they have these elements that we can all relate to.
Yeah.
That's why the show is just so awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, my question is for Andrew. Basically, I just want to
Where's this disembodied voice coming from? Sorry, it's like, I'm not awake yet. Here we go.
Basically, I just want to say that I absolutely love your wife. She was one of my favorite actresses growing up.
Me too.
And you were super cute and Greek.
Oh, thank you.
And my question is, what was it like playing the older version of Henry?
What was it like? Oh my God, there's so many different ways, there's so many things to get into. It was amazing because I'd never jumped into a character that was so well established. Also, I'd never played the older version of a character before, which, made me kind of realize that I'm at a different level in my career. Not sure how I feel about that, but, it's a couple new wrinkles around the eyes. But it was incredible. I mean, I was very aware of the show for so long, so it's surreal to suddenly get a call that you're going to not only be a part of the show, but also be stepping into the shoes of a character that's existed from day one, and in a lot of ways kind of felt like the sort of moral compass and soul of the show, the sort of the kid that we follow along in this journey. So it completely unlike any job that I ever had, and I'm sure that it will be completely unlike any job that I ever do have in the future. I mean, it was amazing. This has been, a journey that's what, we're almost 2 years now, and it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, thank you. And also, Lana, my friend Zara from England says hi, and she absolutely adores and loves you.
Thank you. Hi, Zara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I just wanted to say that since I have a tradition in my family to do a quinceañera, Benza got tickets to Burbank. So I wanted to say thank you to my mom because she's amazing.
Thanks, Mom.
And I wanted to ask, what is your most memorable moment with your mother? Now I'm really homesick.
My most memorable moment with my mom was when I was a little girl, and it happened so frequently where every time she would tuck me in at night, I would put my arms around her neck, and she would pull away to walk, to say goodnight, and I would yank her back in, and I would yank her back in, and that's like a thing that I still do. So it's more of like a connection, kind of wanting to be snuggled and cuddled, and I like a lot of that.
And my mum used to call the school and go, Beck's ever so ill, she can't come into school today. And then we'd get on a train and go to London. Excellent parenting. Do you really want to go to school today, or shall we just take the bus into town? I'm like, yeah, all right. So it was like we were like partners in crime, and she's just always been one of my best mates, and I don't know what I'd do without her. I'd love her to bits.
I love her too.
God, there's so many. I was raised by my grandmother, so for all intents and purposes, she basically was my mother. And there are so many, but you know, one memory that I know that will stick with me forever that just happened was just a month ago, seeing her hold my daughter. She was first born, was so surreal and wonderful and beautiful, and I'll never forget that. It was a memory that will absolutely stick with me as one of my favorites for forever.
Wow. Hello.
Hi. So Once Upon a Time started when I was in middle school and ended my freshman year of college, so I've really grown up with it, and I always looked up to the characters, especially the female characters, but all of them. So I was wondering who your role models were when you were growing up, like fictional or real.
Gosh, there's so many.
Oh, that's a hard one. Well, not my mum, because she told me not to go to school, so I'm not the best role model in the world, but let's be honest. It's a miracle I even got through life. People go, oh, I looked up to that actress and that's all I wanted to be. I didn't really have that growing up. I don't know, like my posters were more of like sexy boy bands, like Robbie Williams and things like that.
I was going to say Robbie Williams.
Sorry, Andy.
Like, they weren't just women. Like, one of them was Paul Newman, because I really loved how he was not just talented as an actor, but then he used his status for good. Like, he always gave back to a community. That's why I think as a kid, my family was very religious, so like Mother Teresa had an impact on me. I also, from an acting standpoint, love like Ellen Burstyn and, you know, all the greats. But yeah, I guess there's a lot. I think we've posted about this many times in the past.
Yeah, there is.
I know.
Oh, here.
I know, she's here.
Yay!
It's so crazy.
Just like my darling.
I know.
Hi, darling. Oh, bless you.
People are like, who
Sorry,
are Paul Newman?
Squirrel.
People know who Paul Newman is. I was like, wait.
I'm like, wait, hello.
Millennials in the audience right now.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Caitlin.
I just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Caitlin. Welcome to your first one.
You're going to have so much fun today. We are so happy that you're here. Oh.
I'm so happy.
You look great. I mean, the outfit is on point.
I made it.
Oh, wow.
Wow, well done. It looks great.
You look
So
great.
good. We're so glad you're here.
I mean, Rumpelstiltskin would have loved what you're wearing.
That's right.
She's like an evil witch. Do you have a question?
Any question or just?
I forgot it.
Hello.
Are we gonna see if we see you later? You could whisper it too. We can get into it real quick.
I'm really sorry if you guys can understand me. I lost my voice. I just want to know what gives you guys hope, because I've lost quite a few friends to suicide, and my hope has just gone really downhill. So I just want to know what gives you guys hope after losing a loved one, or
When someone I really, really love and cherish dies, as painful and hideous as it is, and it brings you to your knees, the one thing that keeps me going through this lifetime being me is that I believe that I've just gained a new guardian angel. So all the people that you've lost are behind you, they're your posse, and you might not be able to see them, but when you think about them, you can tap into them and feel them, and they're coming with you. So use those friendships to give you strength for you to have a beautiful life while you're here, because life is short, we're not here for very long, so we've got more angels now.
And they absolutely do live on within you as long as you remember them and you're thinking about them, and for sure. And the other thing I think for me, no matter what your feeling, no matter how down you may be about something, none of that is ever static. Nothing in life is ever static. It's never going to stay the same. It's peaks and valleys, always, forever. So, if you're down, you are absolutely going to come back up. That's just human nature. So, that's something to always remember, too.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nicole. I have a question for all of you. What's something that this fandom will have effect on you forever? Sorry? What would you take from this fandom? Like,
all of you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an end of an era, but we're all alive and we're all going to do other things, and we all get to hang out at different conventions for different shows, and then when we're really sad about missing the characters, we can watch it again on Netflix. So it's like, I don't want to lose everybody just because the show's over, and I think social media has been a real blessing for that, to keep us all together as we move through life and move through things that entertain us and inspire us.
Absolutely. And just this fandom itself, I mean, this really is a special thing, that the connection that you all have with the show and with the characters and us, it does not happen for every show. It really does not. I mean, this is a unique, very special thing. And so for me to get to be a part of that and to get to come and, meet everybody and hear your stories and how the show has affected you is going to stick with me forever. Because again, it just doesn't happen. We've all been doing this a pretty long time. It does not happen often.
All right, we're not that old. It's been a really long time. Thanks, Andy.
Just me. I'm old Henry, okay? I'm the one with old.
I'm young Selena.
I'm like 472. I think I'm going to take all the love and support that you all have bestowed upon us over the years, that in the moments when we feel down, and it happens, it happens, we're human, so life is, it's all about ups and downs. Just to remember, that this love and this whole experience is something that I will always cherish, and that it doesn't have to come to an end, that I hope there's a fun reunion. It is the end of an era, but you can still keep those memories alive in your heart.
yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, young Regina. Very beautiful.
My question is for all of you. Do you have a favorite ride at Disneyland or Disney World?
I like Space Mountain. I love roller coasters. The scarier, the more I feel like I'm going to throw up or get flung out and die. The higher the stakes. I'm like, this is so scary. I love it.
It's like me at Coney Island on the Cyclone. It's like, I'm going to die every time. And they're like, I'm going to die. I'm with you. I think Space Mountain is definitely my fave.
What was that ride that we went on in Disney World? That was the best ride I've ever been on in my life.
Yeah, Disney World.
Avatar.
Oh my God.
Oh no,
Avatar.
that's the best one.
Yes.
That is...
That blew my mind.
I thought I died and went somewhere else for a minute.
Yeah, go to Disney World and go to the Avatar ride.
The Avatar ride is
riding the birds.
Flight of Passage.
Crazy.
What is it called? The Banshee.
Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
Flight of Passage.
I also always have way too much fun in that Toy Story ride where you're it's crazy. I get off and I'm like, can we go again? Maybe just one more time.
So after all,
yeah, it's a good workout. And I like the haunted house.
Haunted Mansion.
The Tower of Terror.
We don't have Tower of Terror though out here anymore.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Still cool.
What about cars?
Thank you.
Hello. Hi. I was wondering, what was your favorite storyline to portray for your characters?
My favorite was, but I would say my ultimate fave was when Regina was able to see her dad again and make amends.
Yep.
That's a good one. Mine was when we realised that we'd known each other since we were 11, and then we got to work with our mom and all that whole sister and me and my mum thing was really
That was
fun.
a great one.
Really fun to play.
Yeah.
I just loved the last couple episodes with the realm hopping and all of that fun stuff that I got to do. Once my character was awake and I got to sort of, explore these other realms. Because obviously I didn't get, I don't have all the years of various storylines like these two, but that for me was just so fun to be able to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi. Hi. My question's for Lana and Bex. So if your characters switched, if you switched characters on the show, what would you want to do with your character?
Could I get to keep her mansion? I like the house. Evil Queen's castle.
If I were...
I was you. Well, I've already done Robin Hood.
I don't know. I would probably stroll down the Yellow Brick Road. I would eat munchkins for breakfast.
They're delicious.
I play cards with all the munchkins. That's a good one. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know.
It's so early, my brain's like, doit.
Because I feel like we've
now at this point
done so many different things. We've like morphed. Yeah, what would you like to do if you were us?
If I was Alina, I would like to go on the broom.
Yeah!
If I was the Evil Queen, I would like to rip out people's hearts.
Security! Come on in. A green head.
It'd be great to like rip a heart out and like get on the broom and fly off.
Thank you, Lucas.
We're like, play cards with the munchkins. You're like,
your heart.
I'm gonna... Your answers are so much better than ours.
You win the question, darling.
You did.
Hello.
Hi guys, I'm Lizzie. I was just wanting to know what your greatest fear was and your greatest joy.
My greatest joy is laughing and making other people laugh. I would say the feeling of laughing, me finding something funny or making someone else and raising their spirits is my greatest joy, is to change someone's mood and lift their spirits. For my greatest fear, I don't really think, I think my greatest fear is to not have regrets. So when I'm dying, hopefully I make it into my 80s or 90s, when I die, I think about dying and I think about, I don't want to lie there and have any regrets, and that makes me live my life more passionately and vibrantly and fearlessly, because I think, well, if I don't do it, how am I going to feel about that when I'm 85? I'll probably regret it, therefore I should do it.
I would say one of my greatest fears would be if I lost all creativity. I think that would totally screw me up. And that's scary. If I just like lost my mojo, be like, oh my, yeah, that would not be good. And my greatest joy is, yeah, I would say laughter, like helping people that are in need and putting smiles on people's faces.
Oh man, everything has changed for me these past couple of weeks. So it probably would have been a very different answer like a month ago. But I mean, now all I can think about and what's on my mind every day is, in terms of my greatest joy, it's absolutely my daughter and being able to watch her grow up. You know, knowing that that's coming. My greatest fear is probably going to be watching my daughter grow up. There are already things that terrify me and cause so much anxiety just about, because you just care about this little person so much. So yeah, things are a little different. Also, but in terms of fears though, I think to touch on what Lana said too, it's so when life presents something to you that fascinates you or excites you or interests you, and it sort of comes out of left field, you didn't think that would necessarily be something that would grab you the way that it does, and it does. That's so exciting, and I love that feeling. So that is a real joy, and I guess I would just, sometimes I fear that, I just hope I never lose that curiosity and that, that desire to explore and learn more and all that. You know, I mean, that's what makes life so exciting. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Hola, Lorna. I'm from Colombia. I just wanted to say thank you because I'm studying acting and you're really an inspiration for me. You know, the industry is kind of difficult, so every time I want to give up and I want to quit, I think about you and I hear your voice saying, you can do this, you can do this. So it's very special for me. You're so special. Te amo.
Aw, thank you. So lovely to see you. You look beautiful. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to
And
Burbank.
can you say, hola familia, Ivor Regals?
Hola familia, Ivor Regals. Hola familia, Ivor Regals.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Yeah.
Hi. This is my first convention.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Being the last one, and I'm really nervous. My name is Delso, and my question is, if you could go back to your childhood and you didn't have that acting spirit within you, what would you be?
Dead. What would I be? Whenever when you're at school and you fill out forms, and in England we do this thing where when you're around 15 that you get placed in a work environment, right? Like every time I filled out the form it would come back teacher, and I'm like, they don't make any money. Bloody hell, and then I'll answer it differently and lie a bit, and it would still say teacher. So I had to go to a school and be a teacher, and I was like, oh, this is shit, and all my friends got to do fun shit, and all this. Cut to, by the end, it was only 2 weeks, they call it work experience in England. After the 2 weeks, they were all calling me Miss, and hugging me and crying, and made me presents. I'm like, I love being a teacher! I became an actress, but you know,
Acting was never part of the plan. I was super shy and introverted as a child, so I was never, you know, that was never part of the plan. It came much later. I wanted to be a writer when I was a kid. That's really that was what I, for so many years as a child, that's what I thought that I would end up
That's pretty
doing.
perfect considering you played the author.
I know, it's weird, creepy, kind of. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe that. I mean, so I couldn't imagine, you know, not doing something creative. I guess that's just all. I've never really considered doing anything else.
Now, am I blessed with like a kick-ass singing voice? Because if I am, then I would love to be a kick-ass singer. No, but you know what I mean. Like if I can, like really, like if I can sing from my toes. But you know, I was really into marine biology growing up. I really loved ocean life. I still do. It just fascinates me, and it's like on our planet, but it feels like a completely different world when you're underwater. And I really dig that. Yeah, if I could be a fish for a week, I would be a fish. Yeah, or two.
Incredible Mrs. Limpet.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. I want to know, for Al, if you weren't an actor, what would you do?
Oh, we just answered that question.
Yeah?
Someone just asked it, yeah.
It's because I don't understand.
You don't understand, yeah. So what I said was I would either be a kick-ass singer if I, you know, or a marine biologist.
I would be a teacher.
Or dead.
Dead teacher.
Writer, I guess.
And can I ask something more for the fans Argentina? If you can say Hola Argentina, che.
What?
Hola Argentina, che.
Oh, hola Argentina. Hola Argentina, che.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
This was fun. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. We can do one more.
One more.
Yeah.
Hi guys!
Hi.
Okay, so Bex, you cannot answer with green. Love you. And this is for all of you, if your character was a color or changed into a color instead of being green with envy, what would you be?
Black.
Can I go with the like fuchsia situation you have going on there?
Yeah, that jacket is on point.
Thank you.
Right.
Even I look like we could do an album cover.
Oh, thank
Super
you.
80s. Black.
I don't know. You mean me or my character?
Your character, sorry.
Wait, if we could be a different color than
So
what we are.
if your character changed into a color when they were envious or raging or whatever.
It would be like fiery ginger red. Because my hair is 99% of my personality, let's be honest.
I don't know. What was this? Navy blue and red? I don't know.
Okay. You can be striped. It's
Yeah,
okay.
striped. Yeah. Scarf striped.
You know what it is? November 11th, so I'm going to have to say we'd all be red, white, and blue. Yeah. One day in unity, my friends. One day we're all red, white, and blue.
There you go.
That's right. And black.
And fuchsia.
And green.
No wonder this world's chaotic. But what a great start.
Okay, we're gonna have a great
Sunday.
day.
Yes. Let's have fun Sunday. Have a good time.
Thank you to Rebecca, Lana, and Drew. And thank you guys for being here at the Gold Panel this morning. We got about 30 minutes and we'll start the show. So have a great Sunday. Thanks for being here and enjoy the day. I'll be back.